Hey guys, welcome. It's Frances here, and we're going to do a yoga flow that's going to focus on your core. We'll start with a little bit of breathing practices, get your core going there already, and then we'll move on to a warm-up, a yoga flow, and then a couple exercises to focus on your core. So here we go. So let's just start right where we are. Have a seat, make it a comfortable seat, make sure your spine is long, and that's going to make it so that you can breathe freer, and that's always a great thing. So let's start by bringing your hands onto your abdomen. Take a full breath in. Take a full breath out, and just notice where you feel the breath moving in your body. If we're in times of more stress, the breath tends to be more up in the rib cage, like you've just been running a lot. So one simple thing you can do is to focus on the belly breath. So just take a breath in again. Notice where the breath goes. And if you're not sure, just give it a moment and do a few. So inhale, let the belly expand. Exhale, draw the abdominals in. Think of three-dimensionally drawing in toward your center of gravity. Inhale, expand. Exhale, draw in. Again, inhale, expand. And exhale, draw in. One more time, here we go. And all right, so we'll go into the next one. So Kapalabhati breathing. Simple diaphragmatic breathing. So the abs snap in as the air snaps out. So you inhale, exhale through the nose like you're blowing a feather off your nose. I don't know when you ever have a feather on your nose. I don't know. Anyway, inhale again, exhale. Feel the abs snap in as the air snaps out. It's a sensation of a cough or a sneeze. Okay, so inhale again, exhale. Now we'll just do a few more consecutively. So inhale fully to start. Exhale fully. Inhale part way and begin. Let's inhale fully again. And just let the breath return to normal for a moment or two. So I intentionally wanted to do those a little on the slower side. My yoga mentor, Mukunda, I think that would have been his style, sort of doing a little bit of that kind of slow, steady focus. A lot of times you see the practice done quicker. That's okay too. It's just a different purpose. All right, so we're going to do it again. This time a little faster. Inhale fully. Exhale fully. Inhale part way and begin. Inhale again, and exhale. All right, so classically all yogic breathing is in and out through the nose. So we'll do the Kapalabhati breathing like that. Sometimes when we do Ujjayi breath, which we'll describe in a moment, I'll allow kind of this just modification where you inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. So that kind of just makes it a little more tangible, and you can sink your teeth into the practice a little bit that way. So let's do one more round of Kapalabhati. We'll do it a little longer, all right? Before we do, I just want to preface this by saying just a memory this brings up real quick. So years ago at Om Yoga Center, if you're familiar with Om Yoga Center, Cindy Lee, amazing. Years ago, I remember taking a class there, and Cindy did a class where she started with, I think it was like 100 Kapalabhati. It was really intense. So it's for sure a workout, if we're focusing on the core, to do this Kapalabhati breathing. So let's actually do 50 Kapalabhati in a row now that we have the technique, and it will actually be a chance for those transverse abdominals, the deepest layer of abdominals, to really work a lot. So 50 Kapalabhati, we're going to bring some heat into our practice just right now. Okay, if you need to pause, feel free to do that. Definitely, if you ever get lightheaded or anything with any of the breathing practices, just stop, and that's a-okay. All right, so let's inhale fully. Exhale fully. Inhale part way and begin 50 Kapalabhati. Here we go. Let's inhale fully. And just let the breath return to normal. So one way to kind of get the core going. Let's move on to our warm-up, our standing warm-up. So take a moment and just move to a standing position. You can have a comfortable space between your feet. Reach your arms up and let's circle the wrists. And then reverse the direction. Reach the arms forward and down. Now one arm palm up, palm down behind you. Same thing, second side. Palm up and then palm down. Continue a few more like this. Lengthen the breath a bit while you're here. And then let's reverse directions, reaching up from the back. Lengthen the breath. Feel a mild rotation in your spine. Let's widen the feet, hands to hips. So all of these beginning warm-ups in yoga, Pawanmuktasana, or simple joint freeing movements, let's reverse the direction there, are meant to release synovial fluid into the joint spaces. That's nourishing for the joints and also makes a little more space. Let's bring the feet together and circle. A lot of times if you feel like these are like really rudimentary, let's reverse it. I like to think of even Olympic athletes do simple joint warm-ups before they do their events. Right? So let's go ahead and from here, shift your, come to a comfortable space, shift your weight into your left foot, come to the tip of the right toe, pause here. Let's ground through the four corners of that main supporting foot, lengthen through the spine and beyond. Come back to focus on your energetic center. Think of like a glowing ball of energy, right? Come right in the middle there. And then find ease all around. Relax whatever you can. So that's our 4 points. With that in place, let's lift and circle the ankle. And then reverse the direction of the circle. Now let's extend and flex the leg of the knee joint. Lengthen the breath. Now extend and stay. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Come down, pause. Ground through both feet. Shift, come to the tip of the toe. 4 points. Grounding, lengthening, centering, release. And here we go. Reverse the direction. Lengthen the breath. Extend and flex. Extend and stay and hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, and come down. Okay, ready for a simple warm-up vinyasa, palms out, inhale, belly firm, lift the chest, palms press. Side stretch to your right, look down at your hand. Inhale, press, side stretch left. Inhale, press, now we swan dive. We bend the knees right over the toes, circle the arms. You're in a back bend here as you swan dive down. Hug the calves, tuck the chin in, round out the back. Keep the knees deeply bent, lift the elbows and lift the chest, squeeze the muscles between the shoulder blades. Then release the body down, lift your tail, and let's reverse our swan dive. Knees bend, lift the chest, so you're again in a backward bend. Arms reach out, palms press, and we come down. Let's do it again. Inhale, press. Exhale, side stretch to your left. Inhale, press. Exhale, side stretch right. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive. Let's do that. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, grasshopper pose, elbows lift. Exhale, release the body down. Inhale, reverse the swan dive. Exhale, let's do 2 more. Inhale, press. Exhale, right. So this is a modified Ujjayi breath. Like you're fogging up a mirror or whispering, ah. Keep going. So you can focus on the sound of your breath. If you do it open mouth, that loud modification, then you can really get a good sound. And it's really something to focus on. Let's go grasshopper. Ragdoll. Reverse the swan dive. Let's come into Tadasana. All right. Let's move to the top of our mat. Feet together, palms forward. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, ragdoll takes a bow, arms press overhead. Inhale, low chair, sit down as low as you can, feel your quads. Exhale, left foot moves into lunge. Left hand flat. Inhale, plank pose, and exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale into baby cobra, squeeze between the shoulder blades. Exhale, half dog, toes tuck, and hips reach back. Inhale, plank pose, and exhale, downward dog. Inhale here. Exhale, left foot moves into lunge, right? Either one big step or a few small steps, or you can even come down and step, use your hand to your ankle, and then bring that foot all the way to the top of the mat. Come into lunge here. On your next exhale, back foot steps, feet all the way together. Inhale, chair pose. And exhale, grounding gesture into Tadasana. Let's do that again. Inhale, chair. Exhale, ragdoll, takes a bow. Inhale, low chair. Exhale, right foot moves into lunge. Right hand flat here. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, half dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, right foot moves into lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, back foot steps. Inhale, chair. Exhale, stand tall. 2 more rounds, adding big cobra in after baby cobra. Inhale, chair. Exhale, ragdoll, takes a bow. Inhale, low chair. Exhale, left foot moves into lunge. Inhale, plank pose, take care of your hands. Exhale, lower. Feel free to lower the knees early. You might get a little milder if you need. First, inhale, baby cobra. Next, big cobra, a little higher, not too high. Elbows in tight, breastbone reaching forward. So the middle back muscles work. Inhale, baby cobra again. And exhale, half dog. Toe step, hips reach back. Inhale to plank pose. And exhale, down dog. Inhale here. Exhale, left foot moves into lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, right foot. Inhale, chair. Exhale, and one last round to go. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, right foot. Right hand flat. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, baby cobra first. Exhale, big cobra. Inhale here. Exhale, come down. Inhale, baby cobra again. Exhale, half dog. Inhale, plank pose. And exhale, down dog. Inhale here. Exhale, right foot steps. Inhale here. Exhale, left foot steps. Inhale, chair. Exhale, stand tall. Okay. So now, if you have yoga blocks, we'll use them. 2 blocks to the top of your mat. If you don't have them, then we can kind of make do. I'll give kind of the cue if you don't have them, but if you do, let's use them. Hands on the blocks, keep your left foot in place, step your right foot back into lunge, get light on the fingertips, right? If you didn't have blocks, you would start with your hands on your thighs, move them over to your left thigh, and come into lunge that way, okay? So fingertips on the blocks, either way, you can squidgy your foot back. That's the technical term, by the way, squidgy your foot back, just kidding. Okay, so as you're light on your fingertips, the front leg really works. Feel that strength that you're building in your quads, right, and your glutes. Now ground your hands, lift and place the back foot on a sharp angle, toes far forward, heel far back, and prep for warrior 1, right? So here, belly firm, let your fingertips release toward the floor, reach the arms forward and up. Keep the front knee roughly over that heel, that's a good place for it. Now let's widen the hands, belly firm, open the chest into a nice backward bend, and then come back to center, and open up. And center, 2 more. Here we go. Open up. Now, your distance between your front foot and your back foot can vary. Let's come back down. Okay, so no further than that front knee at a 90-degree angle, which would make your thigh parallel to the floor. Okay, so mine's a little shorter right now, my stance. If I wanted to go for more challenge, I would move my foot further and bend the front knee more, right? Make sure your back ankle feels okay if you're coming in that deep. Okay, if that's not comfortable, then it's definitely not, you don't want to do it. Okay, so now let's go ahead and from here, let's step the back foot forward and the front foot back and do that same thing for our warrior 1 practice. Find your distance that feels comfortable. Lift and play, we go into our lunge first, right? So get light on the fingertips, big breath in. Feel the weight on the heel of the front foot, not just the ball. So make it equal weight on that front foot. Big breath again. Big breath out. Now, lift and place the back foot. Sharp angle, toes far forward, heel far back. Release the fingertips toward the floor. Belly firm. Reach your arms forward. Lift the torso. Find groundedness in your legs, right? Imagine your waist deep in water. So you feel that groundedness. Widen the arms and inhale, open the chest. Back knee is really actively energized straight. You might be able to tell the pants I have on are a little loose, but so straight back knee is what you want. One more, nice big opening. And then come back down, swivel under the ball of the back foot. Lower the back knee. Let's move through all fours for a second. And we'll come into plank pose, belly firm, and we're gonna hold it for a little while here. This will work the core, right? So it's gonna just be a while that we'll hold it. Big breath in, big breath out. Again, big breath in, big breath out. Big breath in, big breath out. Again, a big breath in, big breath out. Hold it a little longer if you can. Big breath in, big breath out. Big breath in, big breath out. Let's do 2 more long breaths just like that. 1 more if you're good for it. Let's gently lower down. Come into child's pose if that's comfortable. Release the body down. Full big breath. Nice exhale. Again, a full big breath. Nice exhale. All right, now quadruped variations from all fours. Belly firm, right foot back under the ball of the foot, left arm forward. Either stay here or also lift that right leg up. Hold it and breathe. Just kind of the milder version of the plank that we just did. So a little more core work here from all fours, and then we'll shift gears. Okay, let's come down. We'll do the other side. So left foot under the ball of the foot, right arm forward, lift the leg, or keep the toes down. Breathe here. Make sure you're not locking your supporting elbow. So if you have the capacity to hyperextend, you don't want to push into that. So a little softness there so you're not jamming or locking that elbow too straight. Let's come on back down. Okay, right foot back, left arm forward. Either the same thing or elbow and knee come together and reach out. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. And exhale, close. Inhale, open. Again. Let's do 2 more like that. Here we go. Same thing applies with the supporting arm. Make sure you're not jamming. Get ready for the second side. Exhale, close. Roughly 6 of these is what we're going for. Do that breath. Now, if you're doing the modified Ujjayi breath, that open mouth, you can do that. If you want to advance, you might try that with a closed mouth, so you'll still hear the sound, right, as you exhale with a little bit of closing off of the throat. Okay, so that's our quadruped variation. Let's take a moment and we'll shift gears a little bit. So we'll move on to our back. If you want to put a little extra cushion there, you can. So moving on to our back for a little more core work. Now, anything goes here, right? So because I teach Pilates too, sometimes I'll pull in like the Pilates variations in here. Any kind of core work we just did from all fours, now we're doing core work on our back. Anything is fair games for this this practice that we're doing right now. So let's go ahead and pull the belly and press the low back into the floor, and then reverse that. So right now we're pushing our low back into the floor. So imagine that you just rolled a marble from your pubic bone to your belly button. Now you roll that same marble from your belly button to your pubic bone. Now you're arching the back. There's some space between your low back and the floor. Exhale, press. Inhale, arch. Exhale, press. Inhale, arch. Now, I'm going to have you exhale and press and stay. Keep that belly pulling in. Keep that low back pressing into the floor. We're just going to kind of work here for a little bit with that low back pressing into the floor. Fold one knee into the chest, then the other. Press strongly that low back into the floor, and let's touch one set of toes to the floor and then just switch. So super simple to start, but what I want you to do is feel the belly pulling in, feel the low back pressing into the floor. This is not a fast movement. at this point, and it's not about the legs. It's about really can I pull in more in the abs? Can I also relax my neck, my shoulders, and my jaw at the same time? Now let's draw both knees in, flex the feet, ankle squeeze, and pull the belly in as you lower a little bit and come back up. And again, keep it going, belly pulling in. Deflate the abs. On this one, you can visualize a big brass cowboy belt buckle, right, in the low abdomen area. Let's do just 2 more like this. And then feet on the floor, hands to cradle the head. Simple sit-ups. Belly pulls in. So we nod the head and curl the head, neck, and shoulder blades off the floor and come on back down. So as you come up, I want you to have a fist distance of space between your chin and your chest so it doesn't become too much pull on the neck. You're efforting for the flat parts of your shoulder blades to reach toward your thighs, like closing up a clamshell. Just simple sit-ups here. Relax your hips. Let's do 4 more like this. Here we go. And 3. And 2. And 1. Now, from here, let's lift the hips. Move your hips over to your left, about 1 inch or 2. Lower your hips down. So now your hips moved to the left a little bit, and you're going to move your knees to the right. So when you do those 2 actions, your spine will end up in a relatively long line, which is what we want. And what we'll do is we'll come up just like we did a second ago, but now we've rotated a little bit. So we're going to address the abdominal obliques a little bit more on the side of the waist, like kind of side body. You can think a little bit. 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, and this is 7 and 8. Let's just do 10 here. 9 and 10. Come back through center, right? Then we lift again, move your hips over to the right, knees to the left, and we come back up to the middle as though we had both knees straight up. And 3 and 4. This is 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 2 more, 9. 1 more, 10, and then come back through center. Okay, let's just do 1 more while we're here. So this is going to be a little variation on the Pilates exercise that is called crisscross. We're going to do kind of a souped up version of that. So you could also do crisscross if this one starts to feel like too much, but I'll just outline it for you for a second. Belly pulling in, low back pressing. We start with the legs in tabletop position, 90-degree angles. Come into this upper body alignment where we have that chin space, that fist distance. And now reach your right elbow across towards your left thigh. If I wanted to kind of get the direction, I might reach my arm out and then come back up. So now left, right? And we'll do a couple more. So you could continue to reach that arm if you like, or just reach the elbow across. Think of the flat part of your shoulder blade reaching toward your thigh, toward your opposite thigh. Now, as we reach, I'm going to lengthen one leg and come back to tabletop. Reach and center and reach. With one leg in tabletop at all times, it's a good amount of work for your core. If you wanted to go to the classic Pilates crisscross exercise, it would look a little more like elbow to knee, right? So with one, you take the tabletop out of it, but you can continue with the tabletop. Low back, we're pressing into the floor. Again, don't forget to do that. Let's do 4 more. You should really feel a good burn for your core right now. And then pause and rest. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Arms alongside the body, belly firm, feet underneath your knees. Tuck the tail and lift the hips up high. Work your transverse abdominals, your skinny middle muscles, and lift the hips up high. Let your chin fall away from the chest just a little bit. And then let's sequentially roll down 1 vertebra at a time. Inhale again. Exhale, tuck. Lift the hips up. Skinny middle working. Sequentially roll down. And let's do it again. Here we go. Belly pulls in, tuck the tail, lift the hips high. And sequentially roll back down. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and from here, just lengthen the legs, let the arms end up palms up. Close your eyes, take a full breath in, take a full breath out. Relax whatever you can, and let's sequentially sequentially travel through the body in our mind's eye, right? Starting by focusing on whatever relaxation we can feel in our eyes and our head and our neck and shoulders and upper arms and lower arms and hands. And in our upper torso and middle torso and lower torso are relaxed. Our hips and our buttocks and our thighs and our knees are relaxed. Our lower legs and our feet are relaxed. And let's take a full breath in and a full breath out. Full breath in. Full breath out. Last few moments here. Just continue to relax whatever you can. So stay where you are. I'm going to pull out the Pocket Pema Chodron, and I'm just going to randomly open up to whatever page comes up, and I'll read it to you. So this one's number 10. She says, "We don't need to change ourselves." That's the title of this one. And so she says, when people start to meditate or to work with any kind of spiritual discipline, they often think that somehow they're going to improve, which is a sort of subtle aggression against who they really are. It's a bit like saying, if I jog, I'll be a much better person. If I could only get a nicer house, I'd be a better person. If I could meditate and calm down, I'd be a better person. Or the scenario may be that they find fault with others. They might say, if it weren't for my husband, I'd have a perfect marriage. If it weren't for the fact that my boss and I can't get along, my job would be just great. And if it weren't for my mind, my meditation would be excellent. But in loving kindness or Maitri toward ourselves doesn't mean getting rid of anything. Maitri means that we can still be crazy after all these years. We can still be angry after all these years. We can still be timid or jealous or full of feelings of unworthiness. The point is not to try to change ourselves. Meditation practice isn't about trying to throw ourselves away and become something better. It's about befriending who we are already. The ground of practice is you or me or whoever we are right now, just as we are. That's the ground. That's what we study. That's what we come to know with tremendous curiosity and interest. Again, the title of that one is We Don't Need to Change Ourselves. And so we can take that with us. You can gently start to move your fingers and your toes. You can roll to one side and use your hands to press yourself up to sit. Find a comfortable seat. And once you do, take a moment to feel those 4 points we talked about earlier: grounding, lengthening, centering, and release. Let's bring the palms together in front of the heart center. Take a breath in, and we do one Om together, feeling vibration in our body. Let's inhale for Om. Now bring your hands behind you. Hold on to one wrist with the other hand. Let the chin drop down. We'll do closing mantras. We'll say them twice. So if you know them already, say them with me on the first round. Otherwise, join in on the second round. Let's take a breath in and a breath out. And closing mantras. With great respect and love, I honor my heart, my inner teacher. Namaste. And let's take a breath in and a breath out. And once again, with great respect and love, I honor my heart, my inner teacher. Namaste. And let's gently release out and up. Namaste. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Take care. Be safe. Have a great day. Thanks.